The most overextended clubs in the Champions League. Barça is below UEFA's 70% fair play limit. The group stage of the 2024-25 Champions League wraps up on Wednesday, January 29th. It's the final chance for clubs like Manchester City and PSG who are at risk of elimination on match day 8. This new edition of the competition has kept fans on the edge of their seats until the very last minute, with FC Barcelona right in the mix. Currently sitting second, Barça is eyeing the top spot, hoping to dethrone Liverpool. In the past, most title contenders had already secured their spot in the round of 16 before match day 6, making the old group stage less exciting. But after the financial toll of the 2022 pandemic, UEFA introduced new financial sustainability and club licensing regulations, or what we know now as the Fair Play Regulations, to ensure the long-term health of the competition. FC Barcelona in particular has been working hard to adapt. Since the 2023-24 season, where the wage bill was capped at 90% of a club's revenue, the rules have been gradually enforced. This season, the cap tightens to 80%, and by 2025-26, it'll drop to the final 70%. Barcelona, under the direction of Deco, the club's football operations chief, and their fair play specialists, have made a significant effort to reduce their astronomical player salaries from €676 million in the 2022-23 season to €505 million in the 2023-24 season. This meant salaries accounted for 81% of income before the new regulations kicked in. But under the 90% cap, Barca had reduced that figure to 65%. But they're not the only ones feeling the heat. PSG and Aston Villa are also dangerously overextended. PSG, despite the departure of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, still have work to do. Their wage bill, which once took up 83% of revenue, should decrease significantly this season. Meanwhile, Aston Villa, backed by billionaire owners, had to offload players like Moussa Diaby and Douglas Luiz to get their finances in order. The Premier League side was even fined €60,000 in 2024 for late financial submissions. Across Europe, big clubs like Chelsea, Juventus, and Newcastle have also been flagged for excessive squad spending. These clubs, along with Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, and Lyon, are all pushing the limit set by UEFA. As for giants like Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and Arsenal, they're not far behind, all exceeding the wage-to-revenue ratio set by the governing body. On the other end of the spectrum, clubs like Real Madrid and AC Milan are setting examples. Real Madrid, the only club in the world with over $1 billion in revenue, keeps their wage bill at a manageable 48%, even with massive signings like Kylian Mbappe. And AC Milan, despite smaller revenue than the likes of Barcelona and Madrid, has managed to keep a salary spending at a sustainable 47% of their turnover. As the Champions League progresses, it's clear that clubs will need to balance their ambitions with financial prudence to ensure their long-term survival in the competition. The real challenge now, adapting to the new financial rules while staying competitive on the pitch.